What's up, guys? Doug Miller here, CEO of Arms Race Nutrition. We are here today at the Crusher Coliseum. I'm gonna take you guys through a little workout. So we're gonna do some shoulders and arms today. So just so you guys are on my same split and in my same mindset here, right now my current split looks like this. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, I'm alternating between chest and back workout and a shoulders and arms workout. Tuesday, I do quads and calves. Friday, I do hams and calves, so that's 2 leg days a week and 3 upper body days a week. And right now, the way it falls, you're either training chest and back twice a week on Monday and Saturday, or you're training shoulders and arms twice a week on Monday and Saturday, and then the other one falls in on Wednesday. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So today is a Wednesday, and on this week, I already did chest and back on Monday. I did legs yesterday, so today is shoulders and arms. Tomorrow I'm gonna take a day off and maybe do some cardio, and then Friday hams, Saturday chest and back again. So the reason why I'm telling you that is my volume looks a little differently when I'm training in this split than if I was doing a traditional bro split of like 1 body part a day. I have to bring my volume down because on this split, you're coming back to the same body part every couple days. So today for shoulders, I will probably only hit maybe 4 exercises or so, and then for arms, I'll probably do 2 biceps and 2 triceps because I'm gonna hit these again on Monday. The idea here is to get some great pumps in, and the one thing about this split that I do notice a lot is I get a lot of strength gains from this. It's because I'm not going like pass failure and having crazy volume on each workout, but I am coming back and hitting those body parts again quickly, which allows me to really adapt and get stronger at certain exercises. So I'm gonna do a little shoulder rotator warm up, and then we're gonna get into it. Let's go. So I had a slight tear of a supraspinatus about 1.5 years ago that I rehabbed myself without surgery, did some PRP work. But ever since then, I spent a lot of time warming up my rotators. I did a couple exercises that you guys didn't see, just like some stretches on the floor and on the wall. Did the Y raises, some side to get the rear delt going. Then I'll work with a band for a little while, just really to get blood in the rotators. I was very diligent about rehabbing it, so I was doing that about every day to come back from that. And so it seemed to help. All right, we're gonna start with some lateral raises. This is an Atlantis lat raise machine. This is the best lat raise machine that you can buy. This thing is amazing. I'm going to do these 1 arm today. They're actually, you can go heavier on this machine with 1 arm than you can with 2 arms. I don't know why. But sometimes I'll do them 2 arms, sometimes I'll do them 1 arm. So I just like to mix it up, doing some lateral raises before I get into some pressing. So most of these sets, I mean, as with a lot of body parts that I train, I do train a little bit on the higher rep side. I'll probably hit most of these sets for 20 reps, but I'll start with some lightweight and then move up to the stack or more. So it's not that I'm going light, it's just I really respond well to higher rep ranges. Already sweaty. That's the problem with doing 20 reps. 1 arm, because then it's like 40 reps. So I'm gonna move into a press now. We have a lot of really good press machines. The Atlantis is one of my favorites. We got this new prime piece where you can change whether you feel the weight more at the bottom or the end of the rep. We got the Body Master, which is a great selectorized piece. So it's like these 3 dumbbell presses, Smith presses. It's really those 5 total exercises that I'll rotate through. So today, we're gonna attempt to do the shoulder press, and I'm gonna keep it somewhat basic. I'm gonna put most of the tension, or all of the tension, right on this middle ring. That's where I've been doing it lately, so I'm just trying to gauge, strength gains. So that is basically mid-range for where you feel the weight the most. So we're gonna start with that and just pyramid up. So I usually train with a mouth guard, but I'm sparing you guys so you can actually understand what I'm saying. So sometimes I'll be clenching my jaw and I get this bad pain in my jaw. So for you guys, I'm not wearing my mouth guard today. Three plates on this, it's pretty heavy. This thing gets heavy pretty quickly, whereas like the Atlantis, I could go up to 4, 4.5. I guess if I was feeling really crazy, maybe 5. I could put a couple plates on that, on top of that thing. But this one at 3 plates, it's brutal. That's why I like it. So I did a couple sets of 20 to warm up, then into more sets of 10. That wasn't a failure, so I'll probably go up maybe another quarter or so and go see what I can get. So people also ask me a lot about rest time. So for like main compound movements like this, I take as much time as I need in between sets to recover. Like if you're doing heavy squats or deadlifts or rows or something like that, or bench press, take as much time as you need to recover. And then as you get through the workout, speed it up a little bit. Like I still wouldn't take only like 30 or 60-second breaks. At that point, you're more doing cardio than you are strength training. So I tell people that I don't give them a set time, like how long you should take. Make sure that you're recovering between sets so you can put in maximal effort with every set. All right, here we go. So a little drop set on that. I only got 6 reps with the 3 1/4, so took a plate off, banged out 10. So if I was just doing a shoulder day, like on a typical bro split, I would definitely incorporate another pressing motion. But because I'm gonna be training chest in a couple days, and I'm gonna be coming back and hitting shoulders in a couple more days, it's usually only 1 pressing movement per shoulder workout on this split. So we're doing a superset now. Seated front raise for the anterior delt with this cable cross rear delt, really hitting kind of like the traps and posterior delt. So I like doing them seated with a back support, as opposed to, I mean, sometimes I'll do heavy front raises, but then you get some body English into it, and they work, but you know, all your form Nazis on the internet are gonna yell at you, but I do like it with some back support to keep real tight and to take a lot of the momentum out of the front raises. You don't need a ton of weight. So like, I'll go to the 30s, 35s, maybe 40s or something like that with back support, but it's not like doing kind of loose form front raises where you're just heaving it up there. You get a crazy pump from this, really good burn. Ooh, that heavy. All right, so on shoulders and trap day, I oftentimes will throw in some neck work too. If I'm doing a bunch of rear delt and trap that day as well, I usually don't. So today, I think for our final exercise for shoulders, we're gonna do a variation on shrugs. I've been having a little issue in my bicep, just a little tightness. So the last thing I wanna do is tear bicep by doing heavy dumbbells or barbell or anything like that for shrugs. So this is really cool because it takes the pressure off your biceps when doing shrugs. And then we're gonna come into another rear delt exercise. Even though I just did one, you can never have too big of rear delts to have that, show that cat on the edge. So let's get into it. So on these, I'll do 20, 25 reps on the shrug. On here, I'll do 10 to 15, that was 12. And for these, I'm doing a little hold at the top. So it's not just like grip it and rip it, it's really trying to hold it and squeeze at the top. That burned a lot. Take that pump cover off. All right, we ended up doing about 6 exercises for delts, but 2 of those were supersets, so I'd like to consider that 4. That probably took, I don't know, 50 minutes, hour or so. Now we move on to arms. So I'm gonna pick 2 exercises for bis, 2 for tris, and I'm gonna superset bis and tris. Of the 2 bicep exercises, I always choose at least 1 hammer motion. Hammer motion hits the brachii right down through here, which gives the illusion of really big arms. Well, I guess it does create big arms, but it pushes your tricep back and it pushes your bicep up if you work this part of your arm. So that's why on the hammer motion, which really is targeting the brachii, brachioradialis, gives that illusion of big arms. So I always like to do a hammer curl in here. So today I'm gonna be doing some push downs, and I'm gonna superset that with laying rope hammer curls to take some of the like backswing out of it. Just start out light on these first sets. It's a little heavier than I thought. As I said, why I was doing my shrugs on the calf machine was because I wanted to take that pressure off my bicep. So I do usually train in a shorter range of motion on my biceps. I actually just did a reel on that the other day, talking about why I do that. But even more so today, because I've been having a little bit of tightness in my bicep, I'm just being careful not to fully overextend when I don't really have that flexibility in my arm anyways. All right, so for the push down, we're using this attachment from Prime. It's like a spreader. I won't tell you what I really call this, but we'll just call it the spreader. When I push down, I try to bring it out at the bottom. You definitely can't go as heavy when using this, but it's a good piece to mix it up. My favorite piece is usually an easy curl or a V-bar that turns, but today we're just mixing it up. The cool part is, if you can see at the bottom, it even has a rotation here. So when I bring it down, I can even rotate my hands like this and get that little extra squeeze. And again, as I mentioned, I posted the other day, my bicep range of motion might not be the ideal bicep range of motion for you. You know, could I possibly find something else, a different range of motion that may work better for me? Possibly, but I've tried a lot of different ones, and this is the range of motion where I feel the most mind-muscle connection. I get the greatest pumps, and honestly, I get really good results from it too. So this is the style I like to train biceps. So, you know, you gotta try different things. You know, for people critiquing your form, that's why I really don't like to critique form, as long as people aren't being stupid. Everyone has different biomechanics, so you gotta find what works for you. I've been training for 20 some years now, so try it, See if it works for you. If not, lengthen the range of motion, slow the reps down, speed the reps up. You gotta figure it out for yourself, really. There's no single answer here. Be safe. Be safe. Fwa, light. Final exercises. We did those two, that bicep, or that tricep and the bicep laying. And now we're coming over, we're gonna do a dip machine, superset with Life Fitness preacher curl. My favorite preacher curl machine. We got a number of different preacher curls. We got the Prime, we got like a high old school Nautilus, but this Life Fitness we had refurbished into our colors because man, it is so smooth, it's so good. So now we're gonna do, we did 4 sets over there. We'll probably do 3 or 4 sets here, maybe just 3. And that's it for arms. Now I'm gonna come back and hit arms in a couple more days, as I said, when I train shoulders and arms again. But really, so that's only really like 7, 8 sets of arms in this workout. So let's get to it. All right, not sure how this is gonna go, but last set, come on. Tight, tight, tight. Oh yeah, I need a belt. All right, guys, that's a wrap. That's a typical shoulder and arm workout for me right now on my current split. Just gonna finish it off with a little bit of abs. Also gonna hit some forearms. Love this rope. I do some like this and then some back like this. 3 sets of that, call it a day. Guys, we appreciate you. Till next time, keep crushing it.